even like one small failure can lead to something big, but sometimes that big thing can be good.
Yeah,
It's kind of a bad analogy, but
no, it's good. It's a good point, because I think you have to look at it like, I had a failure, it didn't work well, but it's all part of a much bigger journey than I'm on. Hello everyone, welcome back to Making a Man, and today I get the pleasure of interviewing Axel.
so
Next week we got some good guests coming up, but this time I'm going to interview you.
how the tables have turned.
The interviewee becomes the interviewer, or something like that, right?
Now I get to step into our guests' shoes.
Yeah, so today, before we get into what we want to talk about, we had everyone in our family wrote their goals down for the year. And Axel, you gave me your top 5. And your first one was to give voice like Frank Sinatra. So how do you do that? You just got to sing a lot?
Yeah, that's what I think. But like, I kind of want to like sign up for singing lessons. I know that kind of sounds.
No, I mean, that's fun. I think that's awesome. It's getting a voice like Frank Sinatra is unique. You're going to have to listen to a lot of his music, which I hear you up there doing a lot. Your other goal was to beat me at golf.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make sure that doesn't happen. You're going to, the third one was to make the debate team. I'm glad you're doing that. I think that's a good experience. And make the golf team. And then your last one was have one clean sheet.
So a clean sheet is, so when a goalkeeper for soccer, he's like saving goals and goals.
Yeah.
And if a goalkeeper or the defenders or like the whole team, really, if none of us, like the defenders or the goalkeeper, if we don't get scored on, that's called a clean sheet. So let's say it's like
if it was 4-0 and your team had 4 and you held the other team to 0, that's called a clean sheet.
Yeah.
See, I learned something. I'm learning something new here. Which you had that, but it was a scrimmage.
Yeah. So we need to get it in a real game for it to work. And we got a tournament on next weekend, so.
Well, the reason I brought that up is because every year we make goals, we do our best to hit them, but sometimes you fall short, and some people think that's a failure. And so today I want to interview you about failure. I want to know what you think. What does failure mean to you? What does it mean if you had to define it?
I think a lot of people think failure is a bad thing, but you can build off of failure.
Yeah.
Like, that should be the mindset.
That's good. My next question was, do you think it's a bad thing?
Oh.
Then you mean it?
It's with one step.
So, how do you think it can be good?
Well, let's say, that, like, if you fail, you can look back at your failures and see what you could have done better. So it kind of helps you. So like retrospect, and learn what you did wrong.
Right. You can take notes and be like, wow, I shouldn't have done that. And you can fix it. That's good. Do you ever feel afraid of trying something new because you might fail? Have you ever had a case where you're like, man, I can't do this. What if I fail?
Remember on my birthday where we went somewhere for indoor skydiving?
Yeah.
I was so scared because I remember, like, millionaires, like one of my sisters told me that if you fly all the way to the top and hit the top, you just die.
She told me that they would have, there'd be a lot of deaths, I'm sure. They would have massive liability.
Oh, yeah.
So you thought in the indoor skydiving, if it blew you away, right?
Yeah, no. And the funny thing was the guy told me to put a thumbs down if we were too high.
Yeah.
I was like, and he just took me all the way to the top.
And so you thought you were going to die?
Yeah, I was like.
But you were scared, but you still did it. So that's not really failure. I don't know. But it's a good point. Like you felt like you were super afraid and you see everyone else do it and they were having fun. And so you did it.
Yeah.
That's a good example. And you went forward.
I would have failed if I didn't see the other people do it.
That's a good point. Like sometimes you just have to feel the failure, but do it anyway, right?
Yeah.
Can you think of a time when you actually did fail at something and how it made you felt like in your past?
Yeah. Oh gosh. I remember I got a technical. Well, my crush was watching me.
Your crush was watching and you blew up on the court or something,
Yeah.
and you were
Okay. So the ref said I full on like shoved the kid to the ground.
yeah.
I just like lightly tapped him and he like rolled. He literally rolled.
You think he was acting?
And
He was flopping.
yeah. It was like he like rolled to the other side of that court. It was kind of funny to watch. But then of course refs gotta be refs and they set me off. I didn't get ejected, but I got a technical, so I still gotta play.
Think of how many times a ref fails in the game.
Oh god.
I mean, that has to be that's a brutal.
Yeah, I think we gotta give some refs some respect here.
Yeah, I think so too. That's a tough job.
I mean, I see them before games. That one G League game we went to, they were warming up.
Yeah, they were
Like virtually warming up. They run down the back. And I saw they have like a cycle where they like they go like around.
We had seats we thought were really good at a basketball game, and every time the play would come down towards us, the ref would run in and stand ice front up.
They just so like I had to go like that to even see the game.
I was thinking of like a time when I failed, which are thousands, but I think that my biggest regrets are when I failed at not trying. Like you talked about, you were scared and you still did it, like the indoor skydiving. I regret like letting failure dictate what I would do. Like if I look back when I was your age, I wish I was in drama. I would like debate club or whatever it is, like stuff like that. You look back when you get older, like, man, I should have done that stuff, but it was those are kind of the regrets of being too scared to do it.
Regret is
that's
pretty hard.
Yeah. There's a saying that there's like two types of regret. There's the regret you have for doing something and failing, and then the regret for just not even trying, which is 10 times worse.
Like, I'm glad I tried being a goalkeeper, because it's fun. Like, that one year at Michigan,
Your first practice, you went, and you were the only one that wanted to be the goalkeeper. So you're like, I hope I make it. I hope I make the team. And then they're like, oh, we got a goalkeeper.
So they're like, mid-season.
Yes, I made the team.
So lucky. They didn't have a goalkeeper. I was like, oh, dang it. I'm going to have to try out. It's going to be so hard because these guys are like, a lot of them are way bigger than us. Like, sixth graders. And when I got there, I was like kind of confused because like we just started practice and everyone was kind of like showing me the ropes. And then like he told me to go in goalkeeper and I was like, wait, where's the first string goalkeeper? And I'm the first string goalkeeper.
You're like, yes.
Yeah, after practice, I was just so happy.
I'm on the team.
I kind of got like
a position nobody wants.
I was on like a free spot.
What do you think like really super successful people do when they fail? How do they react?
If you just see all of them, they keep pushing.
Yeah.
Like they keep making more and more money, or they keep like doing more and more hard work. Cause like I think when they fail, something just like snaps in their head where they're like, I gotta do better than that. So they just keep going and going and going and just grind.
Yeah. That's a good trait to have. They got this grit where you will never give up. Because the goals that you wrote are so important to you that you're not going to, failure is not an option. You might not succeed this year, but you're going to keep trying until you do, correct? Is there anything that you're good at now that you weren't good at when you first started, and how did you improve? Because sometimes failure is just little failures over and over and over till you get better.
Okay, here we go again. I gotta say goalkeeping. Like, we've talked about this a lot already, but I'm surprised by how good I've done.
Yeah,
Like-
you've improved.
I went from playing on a rec team, never won a game. Every single game, the other team averaged 10 points.
That's actually
For like 8 points. And
if you're the goalie and the other team scores 10 points on you, that's 10 failures.
And then, like, after that season, and, like, we didn't win a game the whole season. Like, I told you how many goals we got past us, and then it just felt like someone just grabbed me, pulled me, like, all the way up to, like, the, like, actual teams.
Yeah.
And now I'm on an actual team.
Yeah.
And it just feels great, because,
It's a good feeling.
like, yeah.
Yeah, you compare it to how you felt when you had 10 goals scored on you.
And it's just amazing, because
Yeah, good.
that one scrimmage.
I'm really proud of you. That's good.
Thanks.
You know what I think that both of us have gotten better at, and you've helped me at this, is like, and it doesn't always have to be like a skill like soccer or golf or something, but having patience. Patience is something that I think we've failed at before. Now we're starting to control our emotions. You got 3 sisters and a mom, and you're the only boy in the house. Like you can get picked on a little bit, and people focus on you sometimes, and they always say it's you, which sometimes, a lot of the times, it is.
Yeah.
But you got a great demeanor about you right now, and I'm proud of you for that.
Thanks. I'm proud of you too.
Yeah, thank. We both said we were going to do better at that.
So, just going off topic here for a minute.
Yeah.
So, at school, like, everyone watching our podcast, right? But, here's the one thing. I searched our podcast up on Google.
Yeah.
We got a competitor. They're called Making a Man 2.
Right.
And it's a father and son duo, too.
Wow.
And the little guy, the son, looks like me. And the dad's bald like you and has a beard. Like,
Oh.
I mean,
Healthy competition.
yeah.
You know.
We gotta meet them.
Yeah, we should meet them, and we should do a co-podcast with them once. That'd be fun.
Mhm.
When you make a mistake, like mentally, how do you usually talk to yourself?
I'm just like, in my mind, I'm kind of like, okay, hold up. Run it back. Let's see what I did wrong there, and then see, like, where we can improve to make that not happen again.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, let's say you're building a Lego set, right?
Yep.
And then, I skipped a cage, and then the whole thing fails.
Right.
So even like one small failure can lead to something big, but sometimes that big thing can be good.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bad analogy.
No, it's good. It's a good point, because I think you have to look at it like, I had a failure, it didn't work well, but it's all part of a much bigger journey that I'm on. You know? Like, life and success doesn't go straight up. It's not all success. You have to have some setbacks. And if you look at each failure that happens to you as it's part of the journey, it's part of the process. I'm going to get over it. I'm going to come back stronger. We have to, we have to get that other father and son on our show. That would be fun. What's something you've been wanting to try but haven't because you're worried that it might not go too well? Is there anything?
I'm trying to think. I think skydiving. Like,
No way. That's what I was in.
no.
That's mine in my head.
No way.
No, I'm.
Like, what if like the first parachute fails and I'm like,
Even there's a guy on your back.
yeah.
So
that
would be good. Then this fails and you both.
See, I don't know. Like, I want to go swimming with sharks. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, no, I'm no go for that.
really?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I would think I would skydive before I would swim with sharks.
Really?
I think so. Skydiving is like, probably if you swam with sharks, it'd be the same. Once you're done, you're like, got such an adrenaline rush, and you're just like, I just can't believe I did that, and it has to be such a good feeling. But I'm all scared that the parachute won't open.
look, sharks be around humans a lot, and there'll be a guy underwater with us too.
Yeah, I don't like oceans. Like, I don't, that's their world. I'll let them stay to it. I'll go in the ocean, like, up to my knees. Even then.
I'm afraid I'll step on a sea urchin.
Yeah.
That just has to hurt. Like, a bunch of needles.
Are there any, like, the things that you care about? Are there small, like, if you think about your goals that you wrote, are there small little risks throughout the day that you could take that could help you, like, get better, even though they might be a small failure? Because sometimes the smaller ones are better than going all in on something.
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
Well, if your kids at school watch this, they should have you sing like Frank Sinatra.
Oh yeah, I be sing a lot in front of my friends.
You do?
Yeah.
That's awesome. What's a story you've heard about someone famous or successful who failed but just kept going?
Well, I heard them like Jeffrey Bezos get like into wars, and he had this money just like.
Yeah, Jeffrey Bezos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think his wife was one of the wealthiest people in the world after the divorce, even when the money was.
She had half of his like full amount. He had like.
Anyone else?
No, I don't know.
You got
Not to my mind.
You said Jeffrey Bezos is that song that you used to sing like.
Also, I was calling for a second.
Oh, it was so annoying.
It was so catchy though.
I know I was singing it in my office. Now I'm going to be thinking about it.
It's so catchy.
Can you think of like something, a mistake or a failure that you had that actually turned out to be a good thing in the end?
Oh yes, goalkeeping again. I'm sorry, but so I blocked it, hit the crossbar at the top. It came down. The guy like headbutted it in. He did a header, and like I was already like crouched down, but like I thought it was over. But then one of my defenders, thank you, he like flew in out of nowhere and just saved it. He like literally just like headbutted it out of the way.
Wow, you should have bought that guy like an ice cream.
I know, I should have gotten like $5 of that practice.
I think it's also important to like encourage other people that you care about to that are afraid of failing to keep going. Like, I think that's important.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good friend and a good son and a good sibling to your sisters. Like, keep people thinking about their goals too, and if they fail, not to give up. You know. So that's it for the interview. I didn't have a lot of questions for you, but
that's fun.
one of the times I wanted to tell you, one time I think my biggest failure was, I was probably early 20s from a business perspective. I went down to saved up all my money, went to Atlanta, and I lost it all. Like, I just took a big risk because I was young, and I was like, I'm gonna be super successful, and it just failed. And without that failure, what I had to do was I had to move back, and I got a job running a construction crew, and that taught me how to like lead people in that industry and how to like think about, if I didn't have that failure, I wouldn't be where I am today. Like, I wouldn't have been able to be put into that position at the time. I was like, I felt like kind of a loser. Like, I was embarrassed, but that experience made me who I am, so sometimes bad things are meant to happen and they're there to teach you a lesson and pull away from it. Right. I'm super proud of you. I like your goals. Good luck. We'll stay on top of those and see how many of them you can accomplish. All right. Good job.
Oh yeah.
Oh, let's get one.
Like, hold up. You gotta roll up grease.
All right.
Like,
are you ready? Let's go.
Let's go.
That was a good one. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us today on Making a Man. If you found value in today's episode, don't forget to subscribe and share it with others. Together, we can keep inspiring and guiding the next generation. Thank you. See you next time.
Oh!